Okay, hear me out, guys. Hear me out, please. Deathless She-Hulk is kind of crazy. She's kind of crazy, and it's not. This is not even about to be any like glaze or anything, or like, oh, the newest champion. Look what she can do. No, bro. It's very simple. First of all, as soon as you go into a fight, like I said, I didn't even read her kit. Didn't even read her kit. I just went into a fight, but make sure. Before I get deeper into this, make sure it's not a skill champion if you go into a fight, because that's going to be a terrible representation of what she can actually do. But go into a fight, non-skill, and just use her. Literally, if I get a champion and I just go in the fight and I'm like, dang, this feels really freaking good, and I didn't even read anything, I know. So very simple things. I'm gonna get into her kit for sure, but she's very simple. The more trauma you have, the more likely a defender will use their special. So basically taunt. All right, so the trauma, if you do want to know what trauma is, trauma causes incoming hits to deal additional burst of damage recently dealt as physical damage. This is why you're seeing these big red numbers applied on top of what you're already hitting, because it's basically just an accumulation of burst damage after a certain amount of time in the fight. Now listen, every time that they throw a special, the taunt not only stacks, but it refreshes. So it's a constant buildup. There will never be a situation ever in a fight, unless there's some type of debuff shrugging node or whatever the case is. But in most cases, that's very niche or whatever. If they're a skill champion, or if there is a node that is shutting down debuffs, then she's not gonna work. The reason why I say fighting a skill champion is very bad is because the traumas will not reapply themselves with skill champions. That's the only problem, and that's basically her kit. If you can't reapply the trauma, refresh the traumas, it's going to be a very bad and long fight. So if you can't apply debuffs, she's not usable 100%. But in every other situation, she destroys 100%. Long form, short form, it really doesn't matter, bro. When you start building all these traumas, you'll start to see a lot of red burst damage added on to whatever damage she's naturally doing. So you really have to add both of those numbers together to get an idea of what she's hitting for each hit. And when you start adding, carrying the 1, subtracting the 0, multiplying the 2, you're like, dang, this is kind of nutty. And I take that, I also say, this is a rank 1. This isn't rank 2, rank 3. This is kind of nutty, man. And then you start to realize this will only get bigger. This is only the beginning. As long as they're throwing a special, my damage is only going to infinitely increase. Wow. Wow. There's certain moments when you pull a champion and then you immediately know, oh nah, she's gonna be great. she's gonna scale just fine, bro. Just fine, dog. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So quickly, let's get into her kit real quick, just so we can just cover the ground. Specials, you only really need to throw specials if you want to apply a debuff that caters to the fight. You know, there is no actual, oh, throw the SB1 first and then throw the SB2. To be real with you, for longer, super long fights, you can go the SB3 route, because we'll start off with that. The SB3, what the SB3 does, it inflicts an indefinite debilitate. Now, debilitate increases the duration of newly inflicted debuffs other than debilitate, and also reinforces all personal trauma debuffs and inflicts a 30% weakness, which lowers the attack rating. But this only lasts for 12 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it's not permanent. It doesn't really refresh. The key thing with the SB3 is if it's a long fight, there is a max stack of 2 that you can apply for the indefinite debilitate. So for super long fights, let's say Necropolis content or whatever the case is, you do kind of want to throw those SB3s first before you even just start going ham. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm starting off with the SB3, because I do feel like Since she can do crazy long form content, that's the route you want to go. SB3, then do whatever, literally just hit the opponent. SB3, then go ham, man. 100%, bro. Now let's get into other specials. On activation, inflict 2 personal trauma debuffs. Each hit inflicts a 55% wither debuff for 22 seconds, max stack of 2. So this automatically is going to deal with your power gain. So if you want to deal with annoying power gain, throw SB2. But besides that, just keep hitting, just keep striking away, man. Don't even worry about it. Let that thing just let it rip. Just punch away, bro. Real talk. Now on the SB1, on activation, inflict a personal trauma debuff. That's cool, an extra trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be raining traumas the whole fight, bro, because nobody can stop them. Who's trauma? Tell me right now, who's trauma immune? No, wait. Who's immune to trauma? Not a damn soul. I rest my case. Anyway, let's keep going. SB1, bro. Each hit inflicts a 15% Spectra debuff. This reduces regeneration rate by the given potency. So this deals with regen. This classic, typical good science debuffs. This is what you want to see from any great science. You know, reducing regen, reducing power rate. You know, damage. That's the recipe for a great science champion. You could have thrown a slow debuff in there to deal with unstoppable, but I'm not. You know, beggars cannot be choosers. I'm good enough with this. Now, I'm sorry to go backward, go in reversal, but I feel like it's very necessary with a champion of this caliber because she's just that simple. Now let's go into some of her utility. 100%, man. Heavy attacks, man. If the opponent is unblockable, She-Hulk's heavy cannot be interrupted by basic attacks or the final hit of a special attack. If the attack lands, all unblockable effects are removed, and She-Hulk inflicts 2 personal trauma debuffs. This is cool, 100%. I feel for higher skilled players who are dealing with unblockable defenders or whatever, it's a good thing to know that your heavy attack won't be interrupted. Now, each hit against non-skilled champions inflicts a non-stacking fear debuff for 12 seconds. W. Now look, this is another little cool part of her kit. While her personal fear is active, She-Hulk cannot miss, man. She-Hulk cannot miss. Now immunities, she's immune to poison, like regular She-Hulk, which is still a W. This is a classic science champion. Poison immunity, debuffs, damage, nice decent utility. That's all we ask. We're very simple people. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I knew for a fact that she was great after testing her, and then also seeing the signature ability. Then I really realized, okay, no, Kabam might have done something. Real talk, Kabam knew what they were doing with the signature ability. Within her signature ability, for each different class, she gains benefits. For the science, when the opponent activates a special attack, inflict indefinite 5 to 15% special concussion debuff. So special concussion, affected champions have their ability accuracy during special attacks reduced by given potency. Nice little add-on. She's already applying debuffs, you know what I'm saying, and kind of manipulating the fight how she wants to. The fact that they're now with the awakening and specifically high sig, that she can apply special concussions, adding on to the utility, that's a W. Mystic, while the opponent is below a bar of power, personal fear and trauma debuffs expire 15 to 49, basically 50% more slowly. This is massive too for Mystic champions. This basically means she's just going to poop on Mystics. This basically just means she's going to poop on Mystics. Now, Cosmic, She-Hulk's personal debuffs gain 3 to 10% increased duration per unique buff on the opponent. A max benefit at 5 buffs. Bro, this basically means she's super ramped up against Cosmics. Against Cosmics, her debuffs gain duration. Okay, thank you. That's a massive W. If I get her rank awakened and get 6 stones into her. Now tech, while below a bar of power, She-Hulk gains 5 to 15% combat power rate. Also W, like I said, bro, this is all benefiting her tremendously as far as just like smoothness of her rotation. Her rotation is already smooth. This is literally a cherry on top. So you really don't need her awaken for sure. But when I saw the awakening, I was like, Nah, the awakening is just gonna make her just almost unstoppable. Now, is she as good as Titania? That's debatable. Titania, in a sense, still better, in my opinion. Still more reliable, but she's very close to Titania, in my personal opinion. Now, mutants. During the opponent's special attack, She-Hulk gains a 277 to 376 bulwark passive, increasing the target's block proficiency. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. So that's pretty much it, man. She got once again, if you peep my last video, you know, she has synergies specifically pertaining to and relating to her other deathless counterparts for sure, but I'm not really gonna get into that just because I am focusing not on questing but how well these champions perform just by themselves, just solo dolo right out the box. And she's it. You know what I'm saying? If you do want to pay attention to if you do want to check out the synergies, feel free, be my guest. There are some useful synergies she has, but besides that, bro, this is a rank, like I said, this is a rank 1. Imagine a rank 3, bro. And it's only gonna take like maybe 5 or 6 traumas for you to just really control the fight. It's not like she's only built for long form content. No. You could ramp up. You gain 5-6 traumas and refresh them, the fight's gonna be over. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, man. 100%, I think this is one of the newest god tier size champions to enter the game for sure. I honestly feel like out of all the Deathless champs, and there are some great Deathless champs, this might be my favorite Deathless champ by far. It's not even close. I plan on taking her to rank 3 very soon. It's almost a no-brainer for me, just because of how fun, how easy she is, how useful she is, what she can cover in the game for me. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But let me know in the comments if you agree. Am I crazy? Am I tweaking? If I'm tweaking, just let me know. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I can tweak. But yeah, let me know in the comments. GG's. More content coming soon. I'm out this thing. Deuces.